Adnen Chaouachi has our first report.
The entry to the parking of Al Qasba area seems ordinary to the visitors of Tunis, who rarely notice the presence of black and white works on the walls. In fact, the works rewrite the history of Tunisia from the perspective of the artist Hala Ammar and through the sad eyes of the prisoners. For many Tunisians, this dark parking was a symbol of torture. It is now an improvised art gallery, 15 meters under the government headquarters. In the era of the ousted president, conventional art was accepted by the authorities, but visual art and graffiti were not tolerated, as they had a real impact on the people and encouraged revolting against the oppression of the state.
Artists are finally free. We can now understand the real history through visual art and graffiti. This dark place reminds me of the suffering of Tunisian artists. The black and white works reflect the feelings of the prisoners who were treated like animals rather than human beings.
The actress and writer Halima Dawood believes that the memory of the nation will be preserved through the black and white works. Accordingly, the attraction of the art of Hala Ammar is so powerful that one never forgets the sad faces of the prisoners.
Nobody can ignore these faces. It's our history. I pretend to come here to park my car, but I come in reality to remember my relatives who were jailed and tortured. We'll never forget what thousands of artists and ordinary citizens have gone through.
The Tunisian revolution has given more freedom to the artists who can work freely without fearing a violent reaction from the secret police. Graffiti and calligraphy artists have always been considered rebels for working in dangerous and banned sites, like the house of the clan of the former president, Zain al-Abidin bin Ali. This house was destroyed by angry protesters during the revolution. It has now been transformed into an art gallery by graffiti artists.
Graffiti, calligraphy and street art played an important role in the revolution. 2 years ago we couldn't even walk by this house. Now we're drawing on its walls. I hope that dictators will understand that this is probably their fate. They will leave power, but art will remain.
Kim, a calligraphy artist, claims that Tunisia needs its young artists so as to forget the souvenirs of oppression. The 24-year-old artist uses many forms and letters to write messages of peace in different languages.
Our art is a message. It reflects the reality and attempts to solve the problems of the masses. I've used Arabic and Latin letters to write the word peace. I hope that we'll live in peace after years of terror and oppression.
For years, Jawhar Soudani has been painting walls secretly to avoid being arrested. He assumes that working in the house of the former president's family after the revolution proves that tyrants can never break the will of the artists.
Before the revolution, many artists were tortured for criticizing the system. I wonder how dictators could justify torturing artists. I hope this house and this art will deter tyrants from using violence. Our enemy fled, but we are still here.
20 years ago, graffiti appeared in the streets of Tunisia. The new artists who dared drawing on the walls of government buildings were treated like criminals. The revolution has changed the mentalities, and people have understood that art is an alternative way of writing the history of a nation. The Tunisian revolution has given more freedoms to the new generation of graffiti artists who have defied the tyranny of the former regime. Their sad souvenirs will probably be erased, by the beauty of their art. Adnen Chaouachi for Reporter's File, Tunis.